Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, Eldorado Park residents are intensifying their efforts to get help in the fight against crime. They pitched tents and gazebos outside the local police station, hoping to get the attention of authorities. 4 days into their sit-in, today they'll march to protest against drug and gang-related violence in the area. eNCA's Aviwe Mtila is in Eldorado Park and joins us yet again. Aviwe, have the community members managed to get the attention of authorities since now it's day 4?
Well, a deployment of the JMPD was promised here, Mfundo, and it looks like that deployment has arrived in Eldorado Park. They're currently conducting a parade. We understand 100 JMPD officers that were promised are on the ground, but we don't know for how long, because we do understand the grievances of the community here. Speaking of at least 13 people that were gunned down recently in Eldorado Park. I just want to get some sentiments now. I see the councillor of Eldorado Park, Dwayne Ponsby, just to talk about what we're seeing on the ground. Dwayne, thank you for joining us at eNCA, and just sorry for just grabbing you so randomly, but I want to talk about this deployment of JMPD officers that we're seeing on the ground here. Do we know how long they're going to be on the ground for, or what's the communication with you as the councillors here?
Okay, so MMC Tembe has promised to deploy Metro, which we can see here today, and they yet to share their plan with us today as they come out. We are waiting his arrival. He will be here soon, and then he will give us the line of march for what we will be doing for the next few days.
Okay, and what's your plan as a community for the next few days? Because I was speaking to an anti-drug activist a bit earlier on who mentioned that this is merely phase 1, the protest that we see in front of the police station. Yeah, maybe give us an indication on what to expect then, even today.
This is definitely phase 1. We are breaking a down camp tomorrow. We are giving every department time to respond and to come out and really show the interest in our sit down. But like we're saying, this is plan 1. Plan 2, they don't want to see, because we are that serious for change. You know, this community cannot be sweeping up the blood of our kids every week. We cannot be. Our people are living in fear, so we need to address the issues. They need to come out and see us. They need to come and speak to us, and they owe this community valid answers.
And what are those answers? We understand there's a scourge of gun violence that we do understand. Maybe talk us about what's been happening in Eldorado Park and that plan too. Maybe give us insight as well on what to expect.
13 shootings in 2 weeks, that explains itself. Monday morning we had a protest on Sunday. Monday morning we had another death. We buried two gunned down boys on Sunday. We were standing in the main road, closing the main road, having a guard of honor, and yes, Monday morning again. So it shows that policing in the area needs to be beefed up. The solution to policing, we've addressed it in a memorandum a month ago. Those memorandum points were responded to, but they were not enforced on the ground. So we are saying, we have given you a solution. Come and execute based on what we have given you. Your responses have stayed, and to the minimum as well, because they did not speak to it in detail.
Okay, just lastly, MMC, we did see him on the ground here. What will you be saying to him, and who else do you want here?
Look, we want answers and nothing else. We want solutions, and that is it. We want an integrated setup here, you know. Every department should be a justice, social services, metro police, SAPS. So we want an integrated approach, and they need to activate it ASAP.
All right, thank you very much. Councillor Dwayne Ponsby of Eldorado Park here, Mfundo, as even some of the community members now are starting to gather in numbers here. Just outside the police station in Eldorado Park, we heard that this is merely phase 1, where they will be conducting a protest in and around Eldorado Park, and then we understand from possibly tomorrow there'll be a shutdown of Eldorado Park. But we do understand JMPD officials on the ground, at least 100 officers of JMPD, will get more insight on exactly what the plan is from the Johannesburg Metro Police, from the MMC Tembe.